Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I love you so freaking much. Today we're going to talk about the hard truths that I have learned at the ripe age of 24. And I wish I would have known these things growing up. But you know, you live and you learn. But I've been through hell, as you know. Your friends aren't always who you think they are. Your friends aren't always your friends, number one. And you're probably like, excuse me, what the heck do you mean by that?
The heck do you mean?
Let me tell you. Just look around your friend groups, your past friends, and think about why somebody is friends with you. Think about how you feel around them, okay? Do they want something from you? Or do they enjoy you? You see what I mean? I've come across this so many times, and it would have saved me so much freaking heartbreak if we understand that yes, there are people out there who are manipulators and who do want something from you. You know, are they always gossiping about people? That means that they're probably gossiping about you. Are they never there when you need something, but anytime they need something, they're always contacting you? You know, when you're hanging out with them, are they always really draining? Or do you feel energized? Or do you feel peaceful? Or do you feel calm? You need friends who support you, who lift you up, who are there for you. There is no weird possessiveness. There is no weird jealousy. And you can just coexist and support each other and realize that you're adults, and when you make time for each other, you do. But it's never draining you. It's never gossiping about you. You're never feeling judged. You can just be and exist in each other's energy. Okay? Because I have definitely had those toxic friend groups who all talk about each other, and it's just really toxic and gross. And I've eliminated literally so many toxic people out of my life because it is not worth your time and energy. I promise you. And you will always find the people that are meant for you. When you let go of what no longer serves you or what no longer aligns with you, new things will come into your life that do align with you, I promise. Number 2, you will never have it figured out. I don't care how many people you look around, you see people say they're like billionaires or super uber successful people, or you know, adults and they have a job and a stability and whatnot. Nobody ever has it figured out. I promise you. The amount of times that I thought I had things figured out in my life and then life just happened and there's no way to prepare for life sometimes, that's okay. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to not know what you're doing, because all we have right now is the present moment. Okay, we are all adults just figuring it out. Even if you're not, if you're younger, we all just figure it out, I promise you. And where anxiety comes from is worrying so much about the future and living in the future instead of living right now in this very moment. Number 3, take your time. Be present. Just like what I said, all we have right now is you in this exact moment. Okay, the past doesn't exist anymore. The future hasn't happened. We can plan for tomorrow, but realistically, do we know every single thing that's going to happen tomorrow? No. Are we meant to? No. Are we meant to be in control of everything all the time? No. And that's okay. And really, you can find letting go and being in the present, in the here right now is all you have, and enjoying that moment. I feel like when we start worrying and start stressing about things that we don't even know about, right? Or we can't control, and it just robs us of the moment and the time that we do have. Number 4, literally nothing is ever personal. Don't take anything personally. And I had to learn this one. It took me a long time to realize this. Okay, because sometimes when we think we are being judged, or we think, if we're thinking that these other people are going to think bad things about us, that's really what we think about ourselves. I promise you. I promise you, everybody's kind of in their own worlds or thinking about themselves. And if they're outwardly judging you, it has to do about them. Right? The way we see the world and the way that we see other people is a reflection of us. I promise you. Everything is literally a reflection in a mirror. You know, and rejection is protection. You don't get that job. That person rejects you. It's protection, and it means that something so much better is meant for you. It doesn't mean that you weren't good enough or that you could have done something more. It simply just means that there's something way better for you. And there's always enough for everyone. Number 5, it's never too late. Okay, it is never too late to pick yourself, to change your mind, to change your job, to leave that person, to move, to whatever it may be. Expectations can be limitations, and sometimes we limit ourselves, or we think we have to do life a certain way, or we think we have to live in everybody else's expectations, but you don't. I promise you, it is literally never too late. You could wake up tomorrow and quit your job and find a new one, or find a new person, or move to a new space, or go travel to that new place. Like, so many things can happen in a day, and it's okay. It's literally never too late. Okay, you're allowed to change. You're allowed to try new things. You know? Like, I'm only 24, and I've had different jobs in different fields and in different areas, and that's okay. All you have to do is trust yourself and know that you are capable, okay? And you're gonna be ready for what is coming your way. Number 6, sometimes you just have to learn hard lessons. And it's all what we define as hard, right? It's subjective. Okay, I know me. There's been so many times where I saw so many red flags, or I just knew internally, but I did nothing about it. And when that happens, it's gonna keep coming up. When we suppress things, it's gonna keep coming up and coming up. Or these lessons in life we're gonna keep running into until we learn our lessons, right? And sometimes that's just the way it is. And that's okay, right? Because sometimes, no matter how many times somebody's gonna tell you, we're not gonna make that decision until we're ready and until we know that it's meant for us to make that decision, right? So like, you know, say you're in a toxic relationship. I was there too. And so many people told me, this person is not treating you right, it's not healthy, you deserve better. Like, something about this doesn't feel right. You know how many times people told me that? Exactly. So it's like, I know sometimes we see the signs, and then sometimes real life hard things have to happen for us to see it, for us to understand it, and that's just the way it is, and that's okay. But then once you learn those lessons and you pick up those skills, then next time hopefully you'll see the signs, or you'll know, or you'll be aware until those really big life moments happen. But I know in my really hard struggles in life, when I've had difficult moments and things happen, I've grown so much more from those, and it's like, it gives you so much more empathy and understanding and perspective of the world and of other people. Like, we are all just humans walking around, okay, going through our own lessons and things that we need to learn, and we're never alone. And then number 7, trust your gut instinct. Okay, this one could have saved me so many freaking times, let me tell you. Okay, your gut and your intuition will never be wrong. Okay, it will never be wrong. And the difference between anxiety and your fears will be really loud. Okay, they will make you feel nervous, they'll make you feel anxious. Your intuition won't. Your intuition will be very clear, and it will more often not just be this feeling and this knowing, right? But if you've ever felt that, like, oh, I need to take this right turn, or I need to leave this person, or I need to go to this specific place, every time I've ever followed that, it's always been for a good reason, a good lesson, or a good blessing. I promise you, literally trust it. It will never lead you astray. Number 8, the things that you seek validation in are the things that you need to give to yourself. Okay, this one took me a long time. It's like, we seek out things for the way that those things make us feel, right? You're in a relationship and you want to feel love. You want to feel acceptance. You want to feel that compassion. But did you know you can give that to yourself first? And sometimes it makes us end up relying on external things in this world, right? It's like, you can give those feelings to yourself right now. You can feel that love, that acceptance for yourself. You can give yourself a hug. You can know that there is not a single person out in this entire world who is just like you. Can you think about that for a second, how incredible that is? Think about your purpose and you're here. There's nobody else out there like you. And that in itself is so freaking beautiful. You should take that in and take in that love and that acceptance and validation. Or we think we need these really specific goals that are way out of reach that we think we need in order to be a certain way or to be good enough. What if you're good enough right now? Think about that. What if you're good enough for breathing, living, and existing? What if your energy and presence is so valuable and so worthy? What if you're here for a way bigger reason than you can even realize? What if you think about how much you just being here on this planet is so valuable? Right? What if you think about all the skills that you have? Maybe you're a really good listener. You know, maybe you're really good at art or a specific subject or math, or you're really reliable, or you're really good at communication or understanding or intellect. There's so many different things that you are here for. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this chat with me. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk about things that seem really simple, but took me a long time to understand. Let me know, comment down below any things that you realized or took you a long time to realize. That was a horrible accent. Anyway, I love you so much. Stay tuned for next week's video. Don't forget to check out my book because I sign it and I send it to you, and I'll write you a personalized message, and hopefully that story can help inspire you and let you know that you're not alone. Okay, I didn't always come to this stage in my life. I didn't always look like this. I didn't always be this way. Okay, it took me a long time and a lot of healing and a lot of work. Anyway, I love you so much. Have a beautiful day.